This is it. Well, I swear there ain't nothing better. We're up and we're out in the perfect weather. I just wanna run away with you. I just wanna run away with you. Don't you wanna know that the time's changing? Don't you wanna know that the ride is yours? Don't you wanna roll away? Don't you wanna roll?
That was highlighter, not concealer. I was like, why isn't this showing up under my eyes? Oops.
It's on you to decide if something changes. Say bye, 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 bye. When you're stuck in chains, well, nothing changes.
It is my first day of a new job and I feel like I'm gonna pee my pants. I wasn't like nervous until just now walking out the door when it hit like, whoo, I'm starting a new job today. So, hi, I'm Anna, if you don't know me yet. I interned this whole past year as a mental health clinician, getting my master of social work in a youth detention center with incarcerated adolescent males. And I got hired on to a different facility. So I'm not just going back to what I know. It's like I know some of it, but I don't know the people, I don't know the facility, I don't know my bosses. Like it's just, you know, I still have to get acclimated. And so I really have no idea what today will consist of. There was some confusion on when I was supposed to go in today, in that someone from HR told me to get there at 9, someone from mental health told me to get there at 8, and I was just like, well, this is not the biggest deal in the world, but also like, you know, I don't want to show up at the wrong time. I don't want to show up before people are expecting me or show up late. And so I'm just going in at 8. I like communicated that with them that I'm going in at 8. And like I said, I have no idea what I'll be doing today. Like my guess is they'll like take me around to a tour. My guess is I'll meet people, but I don't know when I'll get off today. I don't know when I'll be done. I feel like it'll be at least by 4 because that's 8 hours. So at least by 4. I did bring my lunch. So I got like a little sandwich, apple, bar in there. That's the usual if you remember from the intern days. And I guess we'll just see. And I don't even know if I'm going in tomorrow. Like we'll have to figure out the schedule and everything, but just feel like I don't know anything. Great feeling, huh? We'll talk about work. Don't worry, we will. But first, I just want to talk about the car wash that I just went to. I've been telling myself I would get a car wash on my way home today because I was like, I've put it off for long enough. The pollen season is no joke, and so my car has been baked in it. Like it has been struggling a little bit. I've been looking rancid, to say it the least. And so yesterday I went to Google Maps and I was trying to find myself a good car wash because I swear that car washes are just front for something, and I don't know what it is. Like I'm not saying they're fronts for something bad, but I just don't really trust car washes. And the only one that I've been to in Atlanta that I liked was close to my old facility, the old internship place that I was at, and I just could not justify driving 40 minutes to go to a car wash. So I looked up, I found a place, and I went to it, and while I haven't gotten out, my gas thing is open. Do you think the car wash did that? Anyways. That just really threw me off. Anyways, I think my car is clean. I haven't gotten out yet to look at it, but I'm just not gonna lie, this was a car wash in the hood, and I did not stay to vacuum or do any of that because as I was pulling out after my car got all clean, the police were pulling in with their sirens on, and so don't know what that was about. But it's hot, so I'm gonna go inside, but we will debrief about today, first day. I feel like maybe you can tell by my energy, like it was a good day, spoiler alert, good day, but what about it? I just need to cool off. So, work debrief. It went really well, actually. All of the people were so welcoming, which I feel like is the biggest like make it or break it. There are some like HR type things that just did not get addressed today that I think I will need to figure out, such as clocking in. I don't know if I like need a badge. So there's definitely some, I don't know, like admin stuff to go through, but I figured out my schedule for the rest of June, so I'm kind of excited to like sit down with my laptop and type in my schedule. And they're so chill about that too. Like she kept being like, well, when do you want to come in? What day do you want to have off? And I kept being like, well, is there a day that's better? And she'd be like, no, like which day do you want to come in? It's a new work environment for me. I did do a mental health assessment already, so if you haven't been around through internship times, basically mental health assessment is just like a biopsychosocial whenever a youth comes in to see what kind of services will be best for them while they're in the facility. And so I did do one of those. Felt useful. Felt a little bit like working an old muscle, you know, because it's been like a month or so since I have been in the facility, and then even longer, a little bit, by a few days since I've done an assessment like that. But yeah, I didn't meet like everyone, but everyone that I did meet was so welcoming. I didn't interact with that many kids. It does feel kind of funky because at my old facility, I'd really gotten to know the kids, and so I'd like look forward to going out in the hall and like seeing my kids, you know, the ones that like I cared about and like had relationships with and everything. And so it is weird like walking around and not knowing anybody, and I know that I will get to know them, but obviously it'll just take some time. Like I just don't know the faces yet. I don't know the names to faces. I don't know their stories, their personalities, any of that. There was a football championship that happened today that was kind of fun. It was like flag football, 2 teams got to play against each other. The championship, they'd both beaten the other teams the other day, so that was cute of them. And I don't know, I feel like it'll be good going forward. I feel low stress, which is awesome. Like, I don't know, I think I've had it ingrained in my head that work is just gonna be like inherently stressful or like anxiety inducing, and I think I'm gonna have to be proactive about making sure I don't just become a little anxiety gal. But I don't know, I feel like before in work environments I've always had to be working to like make sure I met this bar, whether it was a bar that I set for myself or others set for me. And I don't know, I just feel like everyone has been very accepting, and it's day one, so like this is a broad claim to make. Everyone has been very accepting, and the way that they speak and talk and act to both me and each other just makes it seem like a very like welcoming, supportive environment where I don't think it's gonna necessarily feel like I'm just like sprinting around alone, which is cool. So plans for the next little bit is I am gonna put some food in my system because I'm hungry, drink some water because I always forget during the day, and then I do have like a workout planned for tonight. It's just a 30-minute cardio Sydney Cummings workout. I talked about this in my previous video, but I basically just have like this Pilates lift schedule that I'm going to try to follow for the month of June, just kind of to jumpstart me back into my little like fit, active self, because I've been on vacation for about 3 weeks and just don't feel like me. So I have about 30 minutes. I think it's like a cardio and abs workout today. And then I'm going to read and walk on the treadmill or do elliptical or something, because that's also fun chill time. And then what's so cool is that I can just have like one focus after that. Like I think working while not being in school, like just the fact of not being in school is crazy to me, because it's like when I get home there's nothing that is like pressing that I need to do because I have YouTube videos prepped, prepared, planned. And so I think I'm just gonna keep working on some of the like clothes to put away, like some of the kind of like moving back in after vacation type things. Overall, feeling really good. It has been a while since we've done a little snuggle chat like this, so if you're new to the channel, this is like a vlogmas thing whenever I would just be here hanging out, chilling, kind of reflecting on the day. But honestly, I did not get as much done as I wanted to after work today, and I know that I'm going to preach about having grace with yourself, and that it's important for me to have that too, and to be mindful that I'm adjusting to a new schedule. And like, I don't know, I just think that one of the biggest differences going into the working life compared to the school life that I've been so used to is just that I need to be very mindful about the moments that I am home, so that if there are things that I'm wanting to do, I can use the moments I have to actually do them. I think today I kind of just was moving slow and like taking extra time on my computer, taking extra time on my phone, just kind of like moseying about a little bit. And so then whenever it becomes 9:45, which I get is early to go to bed, but I really didn't sleep well last night, and so I'm in bed. But whenever I'm just moseying about like that, I can't like be surprised that I don't get done what I want to. And also along with that goes like, if the things that I want to get done are my top priority, then I'll get them done. But I chose to take moments out of my afternoon today to go work out, for example, to make myself dinner, for example. It actually didn't take that long. I had ravioli, so I just boiled it. But things like that, I think it just is an adjustment whenever I'm like moving into the working field, the working schedule. I shifted because I got tired of holding my head up. Just moving into the working field, the working schedule, that I'm going to have to get used to that kind of schedule again, which like I said, it's not groundbreaking. Like duh, if you work, you have to get used to a working schedule. And my schedule in June is going to be different than it will be following, because I will eventually be working weekends, but I'm not yet because I have time to like acclimate to the facility. I think I mentioned that this morning, but I still will be getting my 29 hours a week. So in June, that's going to look like going in more times during the week, which is closer to full time, and it still isn't even full time. So it's like, who am I to complain really? Because like people work 40 plus hours a week, and here I am working 29. I'm like, oh hum, an 8 to 4:30 work day. I didn't have time to do anything, but like, look at this pile. Do you see that pile of laundry? That's a big pile of laundry, and that's still like post vacation laundry that just needs to get put away. And so maybe what I learned from this also is that I just can set myself up better for success on the days that I won't be working, so that I don't have this feeling of like I'm going to bed and there's this huge pile of laundry next to me that I should have gotten done. But going back to the thought of just like being mindful with my
moments at home, I think that it will be important to kind of get my priorities straight, I guess. And so obviously, as I've mentioned, like a big priority, especially in this time of life, always pretty much in every time of life though, is like getting active, being fit, just because that is like a mental health thing, a self-care thing for me, as well as I just usually enjoy it. Like it does take dedication, not just motivation, but I do usually enjoy it. And then piggybacking off of that, like YouTube will be a priority, so I'll be needing to spend time there, again, enjoy it. And as of right now, I kind of like have given myself buffer time. I love scheduling videos ahead. It makes me feel like I get like weeks off work. It's great. But then it's on me to figure out like what the other moments can be dedicated to, and some of those things need to be like regular household activities that just make my setting better, like this big pile of laundry. I don't know, I think all of this is just kind of me talking myself back out of a slump, because I got kind of slumpy at the end of the night, which is a bummer because it followed like a really good day at work, and I was proud of myself for going and working out, and I walked even 40 minutes on the treadmill because I was reading my book, and it was just really good. And so a lot of good things happened today, but I feel like I'm ending it on a bummy note because it's like I had a bigger idea in my head of what I could accomplish in the evening times after work than I actually accomplished. So that's my little talk. I don't know if there's like inspirational, educational points to pull from it, but it's my feelings. And I do think I can't decide. Should I extend this vlog? Do you like my lisp? I'm wearing my retainer. I think I will extend this vlog to the like first few, sorry, not my toupee, to the first few days of work, just because it's probably been a little bit short now. And then I am excited for like the weekly vlogs that are to come, and like I know my June schedule now, and so I've been able to start kind of like planning things out more, which is, I don't know, just fun. It's been a while since I've just been like regimented like this, and I do like it. Despite the weird feelings, I think it's just adjustment, which I don't know how many times I need to go through adjustment, feel a little weird about it, and not just realize like that's normal. Like my life is changing, so it's normal that it's not just like immediately falling into place. Like it takes adjusting and getting a new routine going, and finding a new routine and aligning that routine to like the values and hobbies that I want to pursue. Also, the thing that's like on the back of my mind stressing me out is the fact that no one even talked to me about how to clock in today. So I think I need to like be proactive and figure that out of like who I need to go to learn how to clock in, because I don't even know if I have like a clock in yet, and I am not doing this job to not get paid. Anyways, we're gonna head to bed. I think the snuggle chats typically happen more whenever Zach's out of town, so maybe we'll just keep doing snuggle chats until Zach gets back. And then Zach, whenever you're back, if you ever want to participate in a snuggle chat, just let me know. Just initiate and we can chat with the people. Okay, see you tomorrow for Thursday.
I told myself that I couldn't vlog again until I got that huge pile of laundry put away, and I did get it put away, but it was like late last night. So this vlog skipped a day, and I guess you wouldn't technically know it unless I didn't tell you that, so you're welcome for the honesty. But it's Friday now, so it's my third day of work. Yesterday went just fine and dandy. I did another MHA for mental health assessment for a kid that did not end up making the caseload, but the biggest thing is that nothing for real happened, like as far as like onboarding goes or any of that as well. And so my big goal today is to hunt down HR and how do I clock in? I would like to clock in and get paid, please. That's the main goal for today. As far as other things go, I'm pretty sure that they do a.bea.s. I think they have like fun Fridays, kind of like my old facility did, so it's kind of just gonna be like learning and seeing that. I think one of the weird things is how similar yet different these facilities are, because it's like part of me expects it to be like, oh, just like a day that I'm used to, because a lot of things are so similar, but then like the other part of it is like, this is like not revolutionary knowledge. The other part of it is that there are things that are different. So I feel like it catches me off guard a little bit whenever things are different. Or like even walking on the unit and being like, I don't know any of these faces. Like, where are my people? Where are my kids? That's what it kind of feels like. I like feel like I like started a new school or something. So it's like, who are you people? And I know I'll get to know them, but it's a funny feeling not knowing them whenever I came from a facility where I knew like every single face that was in there, you know? But it'll be another good day today. I'll give an update tonight, and that laundry is put away. Most important things. There was like this little joke last fall. I didn't really think it was funny, but a little joke about how I had to get fingerprinted like 5 times, I think, just for various different reasons, and even one time for my internship. And today I found out that I had to go get fingerprinted again. So I'm here ready to do that. I was, like I said, kind of chasing down HR to a little bit like, see like, how do I clock in? What else onboarding needs to happen? She's like, oh, have you gotten fingerprinted yet? Nope, didn't know I was supposed to be doing that. And so doing it now. I feel like I'm skipping school or something, like being like out in my car on the go whenever it's the work day. but I think I'm even getting paid for this time. Crazy.
I'm home for the day, just sat down and had a little bit of dinner. I had a ciabatta roll with some vegan cream cheese on it. The vegan cream cheese tastes good, but it does not spread at all. Had some like little cherry tomatoes with that, and then I also made veggie samosas from Trader Joe's, and I also finished the last of my dark chocolate covered cherries. So a little hodgepodge of Trader Joe's dinner, but it was very good, and I'm about to get ready to go work out because trying to make the routine of that, as we know, I've already talked about. I've done it so far every day since I've wanted to start. This morning I did not do Pilates that was like scheduled for me. Instead I just kind of sat and stretched what I felt like needed to be stretched. But that was kind of my idea with the morning Pilates. It's just a way to wake up, kind of get the blood flowing, get loose, all of that. And so I don't feel bad that I didn't do like the specific video that was scheduled. Today when I do go work out, it'll be 40-minute butt and legs. So I forget that this is the first day of work vlog. Usually these types of videos bring in new people, so I apologize for talking about things that you might not care about if you don't care about me yet, but I hope you watch some other videos and we can kind of become pals a little bit. But work, because that's the topic, that's the main idea of today's video. Today was my third day, as I mentioned, day 3, and it was another good one. Like I know that there will be busier days, but I just think that the coworkers that I am around are not like anxiety ridden, stress filled. Like it's more just like they know they care about the kids, and so that's what matters the most, you know what I mean? And so like obviously every piece of work that needs to be done does get done, but I don't know, there's just a different mindset, which kind of leads to a different energy going about, and I just feel chill. And then also I came in on a slow week for them, so it's kind of been nice too. Like I did do an assessment Wednesday and Thursday, but that was it. And then starting Monday I'll see the one kid that's on my caseload now. Kind of the plan is just as more kids come in, I'll start like doing their assessments, and then if they make mental health caseload, they'll be on my caseload, just kind of for that natural gain. But something that I did realize is that, and I've already made my schedule for June, so I won't change it during June, but something that this facility does different is they actually like enforce and give a lunch break. So if you work 8 hours, then you need to take a 30-minute lunch break, so you're really there for 8.5 hours. And so when I thought that, I was like, I've been scheduling myself to be there for 8.5 hours, thinking 30 minutes of it's going to be lunch every day. By the way, I'm still not able to clock in. I did do the fingerprinting, so I think that's like step 1 to being able to, and I'll still get paid. Like I'm gonna insert my time, whatever. I just kind of wish it was already figured out. But I scheduled all of June for that 8.5 hours a day, and some of my coworkers today were like, in the future, just schedule yourself like 7 hours and 55 minutes, because then you're only there 7 hours and 55 minutes, but you still get paid just 5 minutes under the amount of time. And what's really cool about my schedule is that since it's kind of a flexi position, I don't know if I've talked about that quite yet, but since I'm part-time, that means I cover like weekends, holidays, kind of just like provide coverage for the full-time people, but the schedule is really flexible. So I get 29 hours a week, and as long as I just fill those 29 hours a week, granted there'll be some weekends that like I'm assigned, so not in June, but that'll start in the following months. And then Mondays are kind of my day that they really need me to come in, because the other 2 part-time people don't come Mondays. And so it's just kind of, I don't know, the flexibility is new to me. My camera died, but what I was gonna say is the flexibility is just new to me. Like it's crazy to me that I am like trusted and have autonomy, which I've always been, I don't know, like trustworthy in jobs and in positions, but I think I'm so used to like service positions or internship positions, that kind of thing, where it's just a different vibe than being an actual employee who has shown that I know what to do. Like obviously that's why I got hired on after being an intern. So I don't know, just really good feeling going forth. I do think I'm gonna end the video here just so you don't have to watch me work out. Promise I'll go, but obviously subscribe if you want to kind of see how work unfolds. I really am excited for it, and glad the first little week is done. It's awesome. See you next time.